Hi all. We're gonna give it about 5 or so minutes for the rest of our students to join. I am Paola Mejia, if you didn't know, but please just hang tight as people start to roll in, okay? If you're just joining us, I am giving everyone about 2 minutes just to log in and get situated, and then we'll get started. Hello there. I'm gonna give everyone 1 more minute just to get logged in and get situated, and then we'll start briefly. Did someone raise their hand? Did someone have a question before we start? Okay, perfect. I'm sure we're gonna have students roll in within the next couple of minutes, but I do want to respect everyone's time and start promptly at 5. I am Paola Mejia. If you didn't know, I do work here with the graduate recruitment team at USC Viterbi. And then I will also be joined by some of my colleagues, along with one of our faculty and advisors. So faculty is Dr. Acosta, and then our advisor who will be leading our student panelists will be Alex. Just to briefly get started and just tell you a little bit about USC. This is USC Viterbi, as you know, and have been admitted to our analytics program. But first of all, I do want to congratulate you on your admissions and just welcome you to the Trojan family. That being said, I do just want to welcome you to Southern California in general. As you know, our school is located in Southern California, specifically South Central Los Angeles. It is sunny over here. I'm not sure where you all are logging in from, but it is normally sunny compared to any other state you do have. I do see questions in the Q&A coming up. That is great. We do have a portion of our time allocated for this. So just feel free to put those in and then we'll address them later. Moving along, I did just want to just briefly go over some considerations for USC. So just generally, and this journey of yours, you might want to think about some career and academic goals that you have after graduating, perhaps the location of our school, the strength of our alumni network. So we do have something called the Trojan Network here, which is very, very big. And then also, if you are interested to maybe consider any research opportunities, or if you are thinking about that, just head in that direction. Along with that, just to give you a general note that LA is one of the 4th largest tech hubs in the US. So there is tons and tons of opportunities here for, if you are interested in going that route, or, if you are interested in pursuing research, just depending on what your goals are. But if you don't know, Silicon Beach is, one of the centers of our tech, industry. And I guess the closest one would be like if you go down to Santa Monica, but you guys can research that. There is very many opportunities in our area. And then just to give you some background and resources from USC. So Viterbi Career Connections actually has extensive resources and support for our students. So if you do choose to enroll, they have many, many opportunities like advising workshops. So they many of the times bring, companies, alumni to give you tips, maybe resume workshops. They even have international student career resources, but tons and tons of opportunities to network, explore, just fine tune your resume or anything like that. And then these are just some of the examples that our Career Connections office does offer. So these are some of the events that occurred this semester. So they did have mock interviews, like I mentioned. They do have, internship boot camps, a lot of Trojan talks. So a lot of companies come and talk and recruit our students. But yeah, these are things to keep in mind if you are interested in that. And that being said, USC builds our students up, gives them extensive opportunities and resources. And you might have the question of where our students are coming from. Where students are going after graduation or currently working. So some of the career outcomes, or I should say all career outcomes, are found on the specific program page. So for you guys specifically, you would go on to the analytics program webpage. You can find the career outcomes section, and then you can see all the locations, places that our students are working. So as you can see, alumni employment. But if you are interested in that, you may look into that and see exactly if, you might want to work there someday, or, do research, etc. Again, depending on your goals. Now, USC, has a very, very diverse community. We are located in LA. It is a big melting pot. So we just want to highlight that we do have very diverse backgrounds from, our students to faculty to staff. And of course, we welcome everyone and anyone. And along with that, we definitely want you guys all to connect with our community. So again, the Trojan community is a very big one. And there's many, many ways that our campus does offer you these resources. So for example, the Engage SC app, that would be a way for you to connect with your fellow peers, just to hang out or maybe start a group study session, just depending on what you need. But there is many opportunities to connect. Along with that, USC is a very, very big campus, and we host tons and tons of activities. So you will not be short of what to do. Again, we have, one of like our biggest events would be, football season. So that includes a lot of activities, but there's also many, many activities per department. And then, just resources. So there's, health and wellness, if that's like important to you, but many, many events on our campus that you are able to participate in. And just to give you a little bit of our mentorship program information and background on that. So as you onboard at USC, if you choose to do so, the Viterbi Graduate Mentorship Program helps new grad students with their journey. So essentially what it is that you will be paired up with a current Viterbi grad student. So they'll be your guide, your buddy, and your resource. And most likely it's going to be the same academic department and degree level. So you can ask them and, get resources from them. So obviously they've been through the process and then can guide you with any information and experiences they do have. If you are interested in connecting with a mentor, you can scan the QR code that we do have available. But again, this is just a resource to help you onboard and make your onboarding much easier. General deadlines. So again, a lot of you have, may or may have not submitted your statement of intent, but please do check your letter of admissions to verify the last day you can submit the statement of intent and the commitment deposit. So most of you will have a commitment deadline of April 15 or May 1st, but please do check your letter of admissions. As you know, it can vary between these dates. And again, the sooner you submit the statement of intent, the sooner you will have access to our resources. So for example, pre-orientation resources, you'll get set up with, just saving your dates for any of that. You can join the Viterbi Mentorship Program that I mentioned before, and then connect with your department through academic webinars, and then as well as explore housing options if that is a need for you as well. And then one important thing to know is that we do have a new USC system for financial documents. So beginning March 20th, we did require a new submission via the Trojan International, if this does apply to you. So please do submit these documents to that portal and not to us. It does have to go through the Trojan International. And if you haven't done so already, we strongly advise you to obtain all necessary financial documents and, just get everything in order to receive your immigration documents from USC and then also your student visa. And then lastly, submissions of these required documents should be done no later than May 1st, just to process your I-20 in a timely manner. And if you do have, more concerns or want more information, please do scan the QR code and just learn more about the process. And then the other resources that we can give you in terms of just next steps, if you've already done all these, you can take a virtual tour of campus if you haven't already. You can explore all our student organizations available to you, learn about student safety and wellness that we do offer. And then if you are an international student, you can check out the USC's International Student Support Service. And with that being said, the final thing I do have to offer you is if you want to learn a little bit more about student life and get a real life student perspective, we do have our student ambassadors. They are available 24/7. So basically you go on our webpage, you can scan the QR code, pick your student that you would like to chat with, and then you can ask them any question. It doesn't necessarily have to be academics, but feel free to use them as a good resource as they have been through the process. And that is a wrap for my part of this presentation. You are welcome to contact us at any time if you still have questions or concerns. These are our contact links. But now I will hand it over to Professor Acosta to share a little bit more about your department. So just 1 second.
Okay. Thank you, Paula. I would like to share my screen. Is that possible?
Yes, you may.
Okay, let me start by sharing my screen now. I hope you can all see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
So that we can start. Well, thank you very much and a big welcome to all of you. Thank you for coming today. We are very happy to receive your application and to know that you have interest in our program. Today, I will try to give you a brief description of what the program is about, how the program compares with other programs that are related in different schools at USC. For example, many students ask me about what's the difference between analytics program and business analytics programs from Marshall School of Business. What's the difference between our program and applied data science program? So there are a lot of questions that I am used to answer every semester. So I would like to, I think it will be helpful for you to get to know the answer. So let me start giving you my coordinates. I am Professor Acosta. I am the program director of the Masters in Analytics. You have here my email, my office address, and a few links if you want more detailed description. Today, Alex Luong is joining us. He is a Master's in Analytics graduate advisor for administrative steps that you will need. Every semester, you will need to enroll, to request the clearance, to apply for specific petitions. So all details about that can be, for all details, Alex will be a big help. So this is a brief overview of what I would like to talk to you today. I think every piece of information will be useful for you and for your decision. A brief introduction about our program, what's the difference between data science and analytics, how is different this program from other programs at USC. And if you want to get an idea of what classes are, what the faculty is, how the courses fit your plans and your needs, the best way for you is to contact our students. I will let you know how to do that. I'm talking about our Masters in Analytics students, and then a brief description of the most common questions that I have been asked throughout the semesters. So the program is designed for students looking for a career in analytics and data science. Even though the name is analytics, actually the content of the program is tailored towards both topics, analytics and data science. The students are going to learn machine learning and statistical learning methods. And the main idea is that you are going to be able, I mean it, you are going to be able to discover information from the data. And the information that you are going to be able to discover is information that is not obvious, right? Because if you can show a trend by using time series plot, then that is useful, definitely, but it's not much hidden information. But here you will learn something that you have no idea when you just collect the data. So the program provides background, concepts, computational skills, and projects in several data science and analytics areas of interest. And as an example, I show you what are some of these areas of interest. We have courses in financial analytics, business intelligence, text analytics, consulting, and more. So I'm going to describe a little bit about this in a moment. But before that, let me complete a description of our program and a brief comparison to other programs. So our program focus is both analytics and data science. I just mentioned that because it provides the students with a nice balance in 3 areas: the fundamentals, the computational tools, and applications. And those 3 are, we believe, quite important when the time comes for you to find a full-time job or to start when you are ready to start your career. Students are going to learn the tools needed for analytics and data science, and they are going to learn how to apply them to solve business problems related to data analytics. Just as a reference, our students come from very different backgrounds. Some of them come from engineering, some of them come from science, from business, from information systems, economics, finance, and more. Therefore, their knowledge about these topics is not uniform. Some of them know a lot more about math. Some of them do not know a lot of math, but they know a lot of computational tools. Some of them are have a lot of expertise in terms of programming, some of them not. And so that is very important for you to know, because sometimes students ask me, is this very important, very critical for me to have a success in this program? So I'm going to describe that in a minute. Just to, for the sake of comparison, as you should know, if you have browsed programs related to analytics and data science at USC, you should be aware that there are different programs, but their focus is different. In particular, I'm going to describe 2 of them. The Business Analytics program from the Marshall School of Business. The focus is on business data analytics, working with R, Microsoft Excel, SQL, and data warehousing. Their scope on math and statistics is rather limited, and most of the applications are centered around business problems because it is a master's in business analytics. We have another program from the computer science department that is called the Applied Data Science major, and it focuses on computer science applications with limited grasp on business applications and limited grasp on fundamentals about math and statistics. They focus on using Python. Almost all applications they use, they consider about using Python only. And most of their applications are on artificial intelligence and data streaming. So our program includes applications in different areas that I already described, and these applications are addressed using both Python and R, the 2 most efficient and powerful tools for data science and analytics. We also have courses in Tableau. For example, we have a course in business intelligence in which you are going to learn Tableau, and you are going to build on projects using Tableau, SQL, and different other courses. The fundamentals of math and statistics are reviewed in a couple of courses. One is called Optimization for Analytics, which is a required course. And the other course is Decision Analysis that you may or may not want to take. So it's sort of an elective. Many students choose their electives also from other schools like Marshall and like computer science. So the best reference that you may get is from our current students. You can also contact our alumni. It is always good to build your network. And for that reason, I am showing you here a couple of links. So let me show you the first one, Viterbi grad admissions. So this is the website for Viterbi admissions and student engagement. That is called VASE, Viterbi Admission Students Engagement. So in this, I can show you programs, master's programs. I am browsing the pull-down menus that we have. And then I am going to select Industrial and Systems Engineering. And you can see that we offer in our department a lot of master's programs. One of them is called Analytics. So this is the website from Analytics, which is actually the second link I show you in my set of slides. Now, if you go down, you will see that there is a link that says get to know our top students. I'm going there. And here you have a list of our students. You have their email, so you can contact them. I'm not sure, for some reason, the number of pictures here is the same number of descriptions, but they look to be shifted. So these are current students that are graduating this semester. You can contact them and ask them about how good or not good are our classes, how good they are prepared or not.
Perfect.
So I strongly suggest you to get in contact with them, okay?
Sir, I don't think we can see the actual page you're sharing. We just see the links. It might be another page.
Sorry about that. I think I have to stop sharing and share it again.
There we go.
And I will go back to my set of slides. And I will click right away on the second link, which will take me to the website of our master's program. I will click on the link, get to know our top students, and then we will see the list of these students. Of course, there are many more, but these are very good students that have been outperforming their class. And I strongly suggest you to get to know them. They have been here with us for 2 years, and they have all the experience that you may want to know before coming. So let me go back again to my set of slides. And also some students are used to ask me how easy or difficult it is to find a job. They come here because they want to find a job. And they want to find a job in analytics and data science. So I strongly suggest you to visit these websites. I think they have a lot of good information for you. So I will click on the first one right now. I hope you can see my my screen. This is a website describing, this is a website from October 2022. It is describing the best career options in the future. And what you have in this list says data scientist, data analyst, that is analytics, data analytics, blockchain, digital marketer, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and so on. And there's a description. So I'm going to close it. And then I'm going back to my set of slides. Now I'm going to click on the last one. I strongly suggest you to visit all of them. It says the top 10 data analytics careers, skills, salaries, and career prospects. And you will see a description of what do we mean by data analytics. And then the top 10 careers, data scientist, business intelligence analyst, data engineer, business analyst. So I strongly suggest you to visit this. It's going to be a big introduction for you. if you are interested in analytics and data science. Now, going back to my set of slides, sorry. So, as probably you are aware of, that our program is shifting from 3-unit courses to 4-unit courses, and the overall number of units is also changing from 30 units for graduation to 28 units for graduation. So that is going to make a big difference starting this fall semester. So for the new program that you are going to be able to start is we have some required courses. These are the 3 required courses. Each of them is 4 units. That means there are 12 units of required courses. And sorry. And then you have to select one course from each group. We have group A and we have group B. So you can choose one of these 3, which are courses in which you have to do a final project, a comprehensive project actually, and group B, courses that are tailored towards some specific area of interest. Of course, you can choose more if you want to use one or more of your electives. So in the next slide, I show you that you are free to choose to complete your program 2 electives. And these electives are called free electives because you can choose these electives from any school across USC. So they can be from Viterbi, they can be from ISC department, or from computer science, or from Marshall School of Business, or Dornsife, or any other school across USC. Some examples that students choose to take as electives are these. Some of them are very popular. I strongly suggest my students to register or enroll as quickly as possible, because it is possible that they may find a group full. And we also have some popular courses from non-ISC electives, some of them from Viterbi, like the last 3 in this list, and some other courses from Marshall Department of Data Science and Operations, that is DSO. So these are courses that I strongly suggest you to consider when you are planning to choosing the electives for your coursework. So some departments allow students to start taking electives as soon as your first semester. Some departments do not allow that. For example, computer science and data science. So my suggestion is always do not leave all electives to your last semester. And then I want to make a brief review of a few questions that students are used to ask me. They are concerned about these topics, and so I want to share their concern with you. So the first question says, can I complete this program in 3 semesters? I am referring to the newest program, the program that you are going to be enrolled if you choose to come to join us in the fall. The answer is yes. You can complete the program in 3 semesters, but if you are coming as international students, I strongly suggest you to consider 4 semesters, because that last semester is going to give you the time to find a job. Finding a job is very, very time consuming. It's also competitive. And so many students give a value to the 4th semester. Second question, how much programming background is needed? The answer is you don't need much programming background. But remember that one of the requirements for admission is that you should have one undergraduate programming class or programming course. The language is not important as long as you have completed 1 semester of a undergraduate programming course. Third question, how does the School Career Center help students find a job? So they find a job in many different ways. So I strongly suggest you to get in contact to the Career Center. We have 2 career centers, one in Viterbi that I already showed you, is called VASI, and the other is the USC Career Center. They both help you finding a job or finding an internship. How do they do that? They can review your resume. They can give you very important suggestions to improve your resume. They can also have mock interviews with you. you will have to make an appointment, and that is very, very useful, because for any application that you may have for internship or full-time job, you should expect at least one, if not more, interviews. They give you overall counseling in simple terms. So, but in general, I suggest you to focus on key factors for finding a job. I am the program director, and I'm very happy to share with you, once you arrive, what are those factors for finding a job. Another question is, how many students enrolled in our program last year? Well, last year enrolled more than 150 students in the fall semester. So in academic year, we have more. Next question is, how difficult is to find a job in the US? Especially this question is important for international students. So there are a number of key factors that need to be followed. I mean, if you follow our suggestions, it's not going to be difficult, actually. But if you just choose your own way to find a job, it may work or it may not work. And if in either case, you may struggle a lot. So networking is very, very important. To upload your material on your website, that is very important. I'm talking about your resume, your reports, your you can also post your videos if you want, your diplomas or your certificates, whatever you want. That helps a lot. And remember that the most important the most important skill for finding a job in the US is communication skill. Is not math, is not machine learning, is not analytics, is communication. If you are good at communicating, you have a very good chance to find a job very, very quickly. So get help to improve your English skills as soon as you can. And finally, if you follow our suggestions, you should be able to find a job with no problem. And you can ask other current students, as I mentioned before, about this question. Next, what are the job positions for this major? You can call them in many ways. The most common are data analyst, data scientist, operations data analyst, financial data analyst, marketing data analyst, business intelligence analyst, and so on. I mean, there are many different labels that you can use, and you will find them as easy as doing a job search online. What companies come to the school career fair? Well, first of all, we have 2 career fairs every semester. One is from Viterbi, that is for all engineering majors, and we have a school-wide USC career fair, both in the fall and in the spring. The career fairs are larger in the fall semester, so I strongly encourage students and applicants to start their program in the fall. Companies come from different industries, like tech companies, consulting companies, companies from the service sector, from manufacturing, from healthcare, from retail, and many more. What opportunities are for research projects? Some students want to do research, some students want to expand their experience with projects. So let me go to the next slide. So we have a course called ISE 590. It's called Directed Research. This course is the course that students enroll if they want to do a research project with the help of some faculty. A brief details about this. Directed research is offered every semester. The student works on a research topic. The student must find a faculty to work with. It is most likely that that faculty should be one of his or her instructors. The results of the research should be reported at the end of the semester, usually in the form of a written report, or maybe publishing the report in some conference. That is also presenting at the conference, that is also another good option. Usually this option ISC 590, you have to enroll it, and typically counts for 1 unit. In some special circumstances, it counts for 2 units. And the other question, this is the final one, is about curricular practical training. Students want to know about doing CPT, and you should be aware that to do CPT, you have to complete 2 full-time semesters in US before starting your CPT. You can go to this website to get more information. In simple terms, CPT is an internship. It is available to F1 visa students. The student must enroll in Engineering 596 or Engineering 597. It is their choice. And to enroll, they should have an offer letter. Remote CPT is not allowed as it was during the pandemic. During the semester, students can do CPT part-time, or they can do full-time in the summer. So we say that the CPT is part-time if it does not exceed 20 hours per week, and they have to enroll in full-time course enrollment, which is by US law 8 units. So that means in your case, you will be taking 2 courses per semester. During the last semester, students can work full-time if their course enrollment is not more than 4 credits. And RCL stands for Reduced Course Load. For some reason, sometimes students think that they have a lot of pressure and they would like to have a smaller workload than 8 units, which is what US laws required from international students. So if that is the case, there are exceptions, and we call that those exceptions RCL. So if you want to do CPT, you should not be on RCL. So these are my coordinates, mainly my email address and Alex's email address as well. I think that should give you a brief, a good idea of what you can expect from our program and your stage at USC. So I'm going to stop sharing now. Okay, Paula, I don't know if Alex is going to give us a brief description of what the students need.
I think Alex had to hop off, but I can take over. This is just going to be our student panel portion, which is just introducing 2 of our students here who are also graduate ambassadors. If you guys can please turn your cameras on, I would really appreciate. And they will be going over just some general information. So if you guys can give your name, major, maybe your hometown, and then why did you choose USC, just to start off with.
Yeah, thank you, Paola. Hello, everyone. First of all, a very hearty congratulations to getting admitted to USC. My name is Sai Sujit, and I'm currently, this is my 2nd semester here at USC. So I belong to a place called Nasik from Maharashtra, India, which is close to Mumbai. So moving to Los Angeles was a big change for me, a major upgrade in my life, I would say. So my major motivation for choosing USC was because when I was going through programs like all other data science and analytics programs which are available, I found that USC's analytics program was much more tailored to my needs, such as because it was very much practical compared to other courses. So till now I have had the opportunity to take 6 courses, and in every other course I'm learning a new application, a new tool which will help me to apply my concepts which I've learned till now to real life business world problems. So this was my main motivation to join USC's analytics program, because prior to join USC, I used to work as an application developer, where I knew like I had grasp in my technological concepts, but since I didn't know the business world, I was not able to apply them properly. So I hope going forward, this experience will allow me to cater to those needs.
Edson, would you like to share next?
Yeah, sure. So, hey, everybody. My name is Edison. So, my major is also analytics. I'm actually a first year master student in analytics program. My hometown is China, so I do speak Mandarin. And my undergrad was from UC Irvine. It's University of California, Irvine. It's in Irvine, so I'm pretty much familiar with Orange County and LA County. My bachelor was in economics. So the reason why I chose USC is that I really like the famous and the powerful network of the USC. So you can really connect with a lot of your USC alumni or like every other people at USC career fair, which is gonna be really helpful for your career or your finding internship, finding your full-time job, and also, since my bachelor degree was in economics, but I really want to challenge myself into data and coding that may help, some financial decisions to be made. Especially with current like AI and fintech world, I really want to integrate myself with the current trend. So that's why I really like the analytics program at USC, and then that's why I also choose USC. And yeah, that's it.
Sounds great. And then I guess you guys can also share what classes are like, how demanding the coursework is, general, just academic, daily life of a student.
Yeah, I would say the classes are not challenging. Like it depends on what background you're from. Like for last semester, I had predictive analytics, and since my undergrad major was in data science and analytics, I found it comparatively easier than some of my peers who came from business and finance background. But then again, there was optimization for analytics where I found like the course was personally challenging for me because I had to put a lot of effort compared to my others peers who had background in mathematics, statistics. But apart from that, like the whole learning experience has been exceptional. I have learned a lot till now, and coming in the coming semester, I hope to learn a lot as well.
Okay, so since it's my first semester, I only took like 2 or 3 courses this semester. It really depends on your past experience of coding and your knowledge of statistics. If you are really from the coding background or statistic background, you'll find the coursework is relatively easy or not hard for you. But if you are like me, not from the coding background, you may find it a little bit like challenging, but it's not going to be overwhelming because the professor, they really teach everything from the beginning. So as long as you take at least 1 course of programming in your undergrad, I think you'll be fine. You'll be good. And my favorite class right now is the predictive analytics, because it really teaches me how to build a model based on larger data sets and then use a model to predict the future trends or predictions, which is super helpful, especially in the financial in the financial world. Yeah, that's it.
Great. And then do you guys want to share a little bit of what you guys are involved in at USC? So maybe a club, organization, anything along those lines?
Yeah, here at USC, I frequently volunteer here with the USC's Volunteer Center. So there is this program called USC's Friends and Neighborhoods Day. So every Saturday, once a month, we go out to project sites and we help people around. Like there are multiple sites. For example, I would like to share like there is one site called Africactive where we go out and distribute food to to the less fortunate people. Then there is a very popular site called Santa Monica Beach Cleanup. Since it is very close to the beach, it gets filled out pretty quickly. And apart from that, you get to meet a lot of people, you network, you just grow your community here. Apart from this, I regularly play here soccer, or as it is called football in my country where I come from. So I participate in intramural here and it keeps my health in check as well. And I feel a lot better when I go out and play sports.
Okay, that's great to hear about the Sujit's connections and involvement. It's so great. For me, yeah, like I get involved with the ambassador program, so it's really interesting. You can chat with other media students and prospective students from all the world and know their questions and answer their questions for them. It's really exciting for me. Besides those, I don't really get involved into other clubs because I'm preparing my CFA, which is like a chartered financial analyst program outside of the school. But yeah, USC does provide you with lots of opportunities to get involved, such as the ambassador program. It's really great. Yeah, just get in touch and get involved. USC is a very good place to provide you with those necessary resources.
Thanks for sharing. Does anyone have any questions that they would like to be answered by either Professor Acosta or some of our students? Do please feel free to either unmute yourself or you can put them in the Q&A. But I can also just, have more of our ambassadors share just some of their experiences. So maybe, campus life. Do you guys want to share about that? For example, do you feel safe on campus? How's the housing situation? A little bit about USC life. Do you guys want to share?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes,
So yeah, of course. So personally, I do feel safe, at least on campus. I know LA is like a violent city, like to be from a very fair perspective. But on campus, it's really safe. You can always see the officers from the DPS, which is Department of Public Safety, patrolling around the campus. So they definitely make you feel safe. And also there will be some safety ambassadors wearing yellow clothes. So they are also a very great resources if you feel unsafe or if you feel you are in danger. And for housing and roommates, I think that really depends on your budget and your choices, personal choices. Some people may prefer living with other people, so there are there are lots of choices around campus. It's called in the DPS area. It's very popular because once you are in the DPS area, you can use leave for free during certain times of the day, if I remember correctly. So for housing, besides your budget and your personal preference, I would recommend to use the website called apartment.com, where you can filter your location, filter your price preference, and then it will show like everything for you, and then you can choose from there. And lastly, what is there to do in LA? LA is a very fun city. There's a lot of things to do, nice beaches and the the um, the, um, the Beverly Hills, a great shopping center. I would also like post some blogs on the Unibody, where you guys can go ahead and check it out for great things to do in LA. What I personally do for fun, I'm more like a gym guy, so I go to the gym for fun. USC has two big gyms. One is in the village center. The other one is okay. I don't know the name, but it's near the student health center. So those gyms are equipped well, and you can really enjoy yourself in the gym. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I would like to answer a question like some of the famous sites to find off-campus housings. So as Edison already mentioned, apartments.com is one. Apart from this, you can always check out Zillow. And there are some listings on Craigslist as well. You can check them out frequently. Apart from that, there are many, I would say, property management and I would say like managers who you can reach out to. For example, there is this housing agency called First Choice Housing. There is one called Stuho Housing, and there is Orion Housing. Then you can another popular one is Tripalink. So Tripalink actually gives you fully furnished houses, so you don't have to buy your own beds, tables, because most of the other housing managers you have to buy your own stuff. So in the end, it all comes up to your budget, your needs, how you want to share. Like if you want a sharing room, you want a private room, you want to share a bedroom with someone, or you want to live in a I would say studio apartment, you want a parking. So all of these in the end, like you have to find a deal which suits you, your financial needs. And sometimes you have to be lucky as well, because some good deals, they often like get out very quickly. So yeah, that's one tip I would say for housing.
Great. And then if you guys can share some advice that you would give your our future Viterbi students, or any tips that you can give them in terms of, just onboarding, transitioning, anything like that.
Yes, I would like to tell you, in the initial days of your semester, I would ask you to make as many friends as possible, meet as many professors as possible. Just try to expand your network, because when the time goes through, like you will get busy with your assignments, your homeworks, your job search and all, and your social life can be like reduced. So having a good social life also like is very important, because sometimes you will feel out of place, you need someone to reach out to emotionally, and you might need support. And reaching out to your friends, having a good social circle is very important in this aspect. Apart from this, I would say like coming to academics and stuff, brushing up your fundamentals will actually, like, it's not necessary to have everything which you are going to be taught to be known from before, but I would really say like just brush up your fundamentals, because sometimes having good knowledge on basic coding stuff, basic Python, basic R, or like having a clear understanding of mathematical concepts like probability, statistics, will give you a boost when it comes to homeworks and assignments and exams as well. So it's not necessary to have all knowledge, but it's always better to keep your fundamentals in touch. So this will in the end will give you more time to like have fun as well, especially in the initial days of the semester, because there will be a lot of fun events for you guys to enjoy.
I would like to clarify a few points that I find in the Q&A section. All of them have answers, but I would like to maybe add some clarification to this point. So 2 questions that arise are about changing the courses from 3 units to 4 units, or 3 credit to 4 credit. And the other question is about completing the program in 3 semesters or 4 semesters. So let me give you a brief background of why did this happen. The former program, the program that still is current, is a program on 30 units. And as of today, all the courses in our department are 3 units. So 3 units times 10 courses is equal to 30 units, and the students need to complete 10 courses to graduate. Now there is a change from the fall semester, and the change is that the program is going to be 28 units. But all the courses are going to be 4 units. So now the program is about taking 7 courses to graduate. If the student chooses to take all courses of 4 units, 7 courses will make the limit of 28 units to graduate. So The courses have expanded, but the number of courses has decreased. As of today, the students have to take 10 courses to graduate, and starting in the fall, students need to complete 7 courses to graduate. Now, having said that, the change of courses from 3 units to 4 units was a decision that was taken a long time ago, but it was not implemented. And I have to tell you that all programs in Viterbi School of Engineering are 4 units. So if you enroll in data science, all the courses are 4 units. If you enroll in computer science, if you enroll in chemical engineering, all the courses are 4 units. So the courses from our program and the courses in our department are all 3 units, but starting in the fall, we wanted to uniformize. We wanted to have the same structure as all other programs in Viterbi. And so we decided to go to 4 unit courses. Now, what is the point here? Let me tell you that sometimes students want to take courses that are not 4 units. For example, I already mentioned that students may want to do some research project over the summer, and the research project is just 1 unit. If that is the case, that student has to complete the 28 units with some other course, which might be 2 units or 3 units. And there are courses, for example, in Marshall School of Business, the courses are 3 units. And they also have courses of 1.5 units. So you have to plan ahead from the very beginning. What courses are you planning to take in the first semester, in the first year, and in the second year? Of course, you can adjust your plans accordingly as you move forward in your coursework, but it's always good to have a plan and clarify anything that you may want to with a faculty advisor or with your instructor or with the VASE people, because they can help you in many different ways. So that's my advice in terms of the coursework and in terms of how long you plan to graduate in your from USC.
Perfect. It looks like we have about 2 minutes left. If anyone has final questions, please do ask. Otherwise, you know, if you do have questions later at a, you know, whenever you are, you know, searching and deciding what school you're going to commit to, please do use the resource that we provided. So you can reach out to Professor Acosta, you can reach out to our ambassadors, or you can reach out to our office. I can put the link in the chat. And this is our contact information. And I will also share our student ambassador page if you are interested in that. But other than that, I do want to say thank you to everyone who has, you know, taken the time out of their day to show up and listen to our faculty here, as well as our, you know, student ambassadors.
I also want to tell you that some students are asking us about the material that we disclosed today. So that is the recording and the PowerPoint slides. I suspect that you are going to upload this material onto the website, but in case you want something earlier, you can send me an email and I can reply with a copy of the PowerPoint slides. And thank you very much for coming today, definitely.
Yes, as Professor Acosta mentioned, this webinar will be posted in the same webpage that you initially registered. So you can find that recording as soon as we have wrapped this up, it will be uploaded. But if you do have questions, again, always email. You can always contact us. I did put in the links in the chat. And I just want to say thank you for joining. And hope to see you, you know, sometime soon. Have a great night, day, wherever you may be located. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.